Zach Dixon here from Zach Dixon Coaching, and today I want to talk about a book that I've just recently read called The 50th Law. You know, it's 50 Cent's, I don't know how old it is. It's a new book from 50 Cent that he actually wrote with Robert Greene, which is he's a best-selling author. And what the book was about 50 Cent's experience through life. You know, it was 50 Cent's experience when he used to be a drug dealer on the streets and how he used to have to hustle and push himself every single day to actually make like cheap change. You know, how he actually had to develop himself and push himself to beat his competitors. So he relates that to where he went through his rap, how he pushed himself out, and how he became a successful rapper. And it was just such a cool book for any business owner, you know, entrepreneur, because it's just about that hustle mentality, doing whatever it takes to achieve what you want. And one of the quotes that just resonated with me so much was this, and I want to read it to you. Okay, this is a 50 Cent quote. "The greatest fear people have is that of being themselves. They want to be 50 Cent or someone else. They do what everyone else does, even if it doesn't fit where and who they are. But you get nowhere that way. Your energy is weak and no one pays attention to you. You're running away from the one thing that you own. What makes you different? I lost that fear, and once I felt the power that I had by showing the world I didn't care about being liked like other people, I could never go back." And that's a 50 Cent quote. And that resonated with me so much because it just remembers when, you know, a bit over a year ago when I first started putting content out online, you know, videos, I used to struggle and I used to procrastinate it, and I didn't really want to do it because, you know, I was worried about, you know, what would people think, you know, I don't want to actually do this because I didn't think I was worthy, and I had all these limiting stories about why I couldn't do it. You know, and I could have started so much earlier, and I see so many people struggling with this because I see them, you know, I coach them, you know, I see people that I just talk to, you know, friends, and they actually just say to me, you know, I just don't want to fail. You know, I don't want to put something out there. What happens if I fail? What happens if people judge me? And the one thing that I can get, because I've been doing it for a long time now, is once you face your fears for the first time, all those things, all the BS that you tell yourself, it isn't real. Because the one thing I know is when you have the courage to put something out, you know, put yourself on the line, that's when you grow the most. And lots of people struggle with confidence, you know, struggle with self-esteem, you know, they're struggling through life. It's only because they're not stepping up. It's because they're not actually doing things that they're afraid to do. Because I can tell you this, once you start doing those things, you develop the confidence in yourself. You develop the strength in yourself. And what you used to worry about becomes easy. Because the one thing is, when I put videos out now, there's no thinking about it. It's just like, this is normal. You know, I'm just going to put it out. And that's just been like my experience because it terrified me. It scared me. I still had all the beliefs that people, when they start something, have. You know, I felt scared. I didn't want to do it. But once I just had the courage to step up right now and just said, I'm going to do it. And I started doing it and started developing, and I started getting good responses. You know, some people liked it, some, I don't know if they didn't, but it didn't matter because I was contributing to the world. You know, and sometimes when you want to put things out, you know, and you want to put yourself out there, some people are going to like it, some are going to hate it. You've just got to like it, because guess what? If you're putting things online, if one person changes, if one person likes what you do, that's a value. If you're giving value to the world, that's a life of contribution. That's a life of meaning compared to someone that doesn't. Because I can guarantee you, you can hold off for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Guess what? The fear's not going to go away. The fear's an illusion in your head. But once you face your fears, you've probably faced your fears before, and you realize it's not how you plan it in your head. Once you take one step here, start slow, you get momentum, and it becomes easier. So this was what this kind of book was. I just want to give you a quick message just to tell you, you know, if you're holding something off, you know, you're procrastinating something, I dare you to do it. I challenge you to do it. Just do it. And do you know what? Even comment below and say what your experience was like. I'd love to hear about it. I love people just pushing themselves out of their comfort zone, you know, because do you know what? I love doing that. If you love doing that, we're going to get along very well. So first of all, there's going to be a link below to this book because I really want you to read it if you're an entrepreneur. You just want to have motivation, because this book was one of the best books I've ever read. So there's going to be a link in the description. So check it out if you want to. Otherwise, hope you got something out of this video. You know, live with passion. Boom!